Hello there, everyone. I'm here to show you a real quick overview of the app that I'm trying to get out into the hands of other physical education teachers. It helps me a lot. I've been using it for 2 years, and if it helps me, I would think that it would help others. But I'll give you a real quick overview. If you have questions, you can email me after this. If you would like to have a copy of it, just go to Kickstarter and make a donation of $25, and I will try to get it into your hands, assuming we make our goal on Kickstarter. And anyway, you can review it, use it if you like, send it back and tell me what you think. Once I reach my second phase of the Kickstarter goal, I will have a commercial company work with it and tweak it and make it nicer looking and so forth. But we have to reach that second goal first. So if you want a copy of it for sure, make that donation. I'll send a copy for you to review, use, and let me know what you think. There's a couple of different screens that you can use on here. Right now we are at the form view. This is the view I use most of the time when I'm typing in information or adding new students. So to add a new student, all I'd have to do is come over here to the plus minus button, and I click on that, and then I would tap on add new record, and then this is what you'll get when that happens. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in myself here. So get my name in and my last name in, and you'll see when I do this that it'll start bringing up typing in my full name automatically. And then male and female, of course, we can check that. I'm going to put me in as 11-year-old 5th grader, and I'll use Chase as a class. And so if I were ready to add another student, I would only have to click on this button, do the same thing to add a new student. But I'll show you how to do that. You can do that in the other view, which is easier if you have a list. I do this when I have a student come in late or leave. I can add and delete students there. Height and weight. So let's make this student 55 inches tall, and maybe they weigh 110 pounds. You'll see that as soon as I enter that, it will calculate the BMI automatically. Now the spring BMI, I'll fix that right now. It's just calculating off of the height and weight from the beginning. But once I put in the height and weight in the springtime, we'll get another BMI. Now, so this is what the rest of this page looks like, at least from my view. Now I have fall finals and spring finals because this is where I have it convert to the numbers I need for the state to know whether they score a 1, 2, or 3 that my state requires here in Ohio. Now, so to enter data, this is the view I always use to enter data because it's real easy, because I just pull up one class at a time. I do the testing, and I can type in the scores right here. So let's say this person, and when they do the mile, I keep it right there with me, and as they cross the finish line, I go ahead and type in their score, and it will automatically calculate their VO2 for me. Now let's say this person in the springtime, maybe they run a 9-minute and 10-second mile. It has to calculate the mile to decimals to be able to figure the VO2 properly. But in any case, you'll see that I don't have the VO2 figured yet because it doesn't have the height and weight here. Now the red over here, it shows me the percentage of improvement. In this case, they improved 6.7%, which I think is important. It really gives me a chance to see how I'm doing with my curriculum, where I need to work a little harder. All right, so now obviously you can see that you can make it bigger and smaller. And over here on my VO2, you can see that I scored a VO2 of 1. I'm a little bit under where I should be with that particular time and weight and height and so on. So in any case, but that's how it figures. And now if I were doing this in a class, let me see if I can get it where you can't see all my kids' names fully, maybe. All right, so I would start here at the beginning. So if I were doing arm hang, and this particular person did their arm hang, I would just go here, type it in. Down here I hit this arrow. It takes me right to the very next student. I can type in their score, click the arrow, so I can zap through these real quick when I'm doing my grading, and I can have my testing done in a very short time. Now here in the yellow I have my let me get back to me again. So try to hide my students a little bit. I don't want them getting mad at me. In the yellow, I have the President's Challenge scores, and in the yellow or blue is how I do the fitness gram. I separate them because my state wants me to use fitness gram, which I don't agree with. Some of it is okay, but most of it I don't like, and I may make a video of that another day because I want to push my State Department to change that. But in any case, but I've always done the President's Challenge for years, and I have 20 years of data that I've been crunching to find out where our students really are trending. Now, so if I want to change views, one way to do that is I can come up here to this little settings button, and I click on that, and I can click table view, and what this will do is it will take me all the way over here to a table, and it will show, and this is where I start my class to see what we need to work on. I can just drag it over here and see at a glance that all students have finished this except for me down here that I just put in, so I know that I would need to do that. And if I scroll over, I can look for any other empty spots real easy. That one's empty because if they qualify on their pull-ups, I don't make them do the arm hang. And anyway, you can see this person must have been absent on the day we did sit and reach and arm hang, so that person owes me that. Anyway, I can shrink that down so I can really take a look and see all this stuff in green is all what will be my spring data, and over in red will be if I want to see all those numbers right away. I can pull those up. Now I added a rope hang wall climb for me, so that when I go to put these kids on my website, and you can do this within a category, if you just click on the top of any category, it'll sort them from lowest to highest, or vice versa, depending on if you click once or twice. So if I want to know my highest students in this particular class on curl ups or whatever, all I have to do is click at the top of that category. Also in this particular class, if I want to know, how they did, how they're averaging on their arm hang, I can just go down here and I can highlight their total average. And right now I have it written blue, so I'm going to change that to white, obviously. But anyway, this class I can see they average 8.9 on their arm hang, so I can check that at the bottom of any category that I want to know. But being able to sort the category comes in really handy when I want to pull out my top 10 students in a particular search area. So to do a search area, by the way, come over here to search, and if I want to see all my records, I can come up here and click all records. If I want to find any assortment of record, I can do that. So if I want to search, for example, I can drag it over here. If I just want to search for last names or first name, I can search by, let me try to expand that a little bit. Obviously, you can see I can search by their sex, age, grade, whatever. So if I want to get numbers off of all males or all 5th grade males or all 11-year-old girls, I can search that however I want to break down a search. And then when I search, I can crunch those numbers. So I'll give you an example here. Let's say I just want to see all my 5th graders. So I go into my 5th grade group here, type in 5th grade. I'll hit search. It gives me 125 5th graders that I have, and then I can pull those up. Now, I can use those numbers any way I wish. I can sort and see who my top performers are, low performers, whatnot, any way I want to break this down. Now, what I like to do is I like to use these in the form view. So I go over here to my scores. I'm going to go back to form to show you a couple other small things here real quick. And now, one thing I didn't show you is if I come up here and click the student finals, it will show me the students' best scores in all those areas that they've done. It will also show me their state scores. If I want to see overall totals for the 5th grade boys that I just searched, over here it breaks down their total score, which isn't really necessary, but I just thought it was kind of cool. So if we want to see the total times or total sit-ups our classes have done or 5th graders have done, whatever. But here's the important part. It breaks down their average. So I know my 5th grade boys are averaging 29 curl-ups, or I know what their average VO2 is, and so on and so forth. So in any case, this is just another part of it that I really like to do, because I really like to crunch numbers and see where I can improve myself as well as my students. So anyway, back to student scores. There's a lot of things you can do here. I'm not going to go through all these, but I'm trying to think if there's anything else you need to see. I think that really kind of sums it up. But really handy. If you want to check it out, make a donation to my Kickstarter. I'll try to get you a copy of this. Like I say, use it as you will, review it, I hope to, when I get to my second phase, I hope to get it out to physical education teachers for free after the commercial version is released, and it won't have any ads or anything like that. I don't like that nonsense. I'm here to try to help improve kids, and if I can help you help them, then I'm doing my job. So hope you enjoyed it. Please join my cause here to fight obesity, and hope to see you on Kickstarter. Thank you.